In the year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Above it stood seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face, with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he flew. And one cried to another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord, King of hosts. Hello again, this is the Reverend Wayne Griffin, and this message is entitled Holiness Chapter 2. It turns out that Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 13 is one of my favorite scriptures. That text tells us that when we seek God with all of our hearts, He will make sure that we will find Him. Remember back in Exodus chapter 34, verse 29, when Moses spent 40 days in God's presence on Mount Sinai receiving the commandments? Well, when he came down, his face shone with such a radiance that the people were frightened of him. Well, consider this. Each time the Bible mentions an angel, it talks about the fact that the angel had a radiant glow about it. I believe that angels glow because they spend so much time before the face of God. They actually glow from God's glory, just as the face of Moses did. But understand that this is a reflected glow. It's much like the moon as it reflects the light from the sun. The moon generates no light on its own. We see it shine at night because it reflects the sun's light. But not so with God or the Son of God. They have their own inner light. Anyway, the main point here is this. The more earnestly we search for God, the more He pulls us towards Him. And the more God pulls us towards Him, the closer we get to His heart. The closer we get to God's heart, the more holy we become. And the more holy we become, I believe we begin to shine with a spiritual radiance about us. So let's continue on our journey towards holiness together. I truly believe that as the light from our hearts shine brighter and brighter, it eventually becomes the light of God's own heart beaming straight through us. God bless.